ॐ ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति
ॐ ईश्वरो
ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति
मूर्तिभेदविभागिने
मूर्तिभेदविभागिने
व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय
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 दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
दक्षिणामूर्तये
दक्षिणामूर्तये
नमः।
नमः।
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
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 शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम्
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 अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम्
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 वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्।
वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्।
गुरुपरम्पराम्।
ॐ सहना भवतु
ॐ
सहना
सहना
भवतु
भवतु
सहनौ भुनक्तु
सहनौ
सहनौ भुनक्तु
सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै
सह
सह
वीर्यङ्करवावहै
वीर्यङ्करवावहै
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा
विद्विषावहै।
विद्विषावहै।
ॐ
ॐ
शान्ति शान्ति
शान्ति
शान्तिः। ॐ शान्ति ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं
ॐ
पार्थाय
पार्थाय
प्रतिबोधितां
प्रतिबोधितां
भगवता
भगवता
नारायणेन
नारायणेन स्वयं
स्वयम्
व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम्
व्यासेन
व्यासेन
भारतम्
भारतम्
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम्
भगवतीम्
अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्
अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्
अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्
अम्ब
अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि
त्वामनुसन्ददामि
भगवद्गीते
भगवद्गीते
भवद्वेषिणीम्
भवद्वेषिणीम्
यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः
यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्र रुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैः सवैः
वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः
वेदैसागपदोक्षदैः गायन्त्यं सामगाः
ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः
ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः
यस्यान्तन्न विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः
यस्यान्तन्न विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः
16th chapter Shri Bhagavanuvach
श्रीभगवानुवाच
Abhayam sattvasanshuddhiः
अभयं सत्त्वसंशुद्धिः
ज्ञानयोगव्यवस्थितिः
ज्ञानयोगव्यवस्थितिः
दानं दमश्च यज्ञश्च
दानं दमश्च यज्ञश्च
स्वाध्यायस्तप आर्जवम्
स्वाध्यायस्तप आर्जवम्
अहिंसा सत्यमक्रोधः
अहिंसा सत्यमक्रोधः
त्यागः शान्तिरपैशुनम्
त्यागः शान्तिरपैशुनम्
दया भूतेष्वलोलुप्त्वम्
दया भूतेष्वलोलुप्त्वम्
मार्दवम् ह्रीरचापलम्
मार्दवम् वीरचापलम्
तेजः क्षमा धृतिः शौचम्
क्षमा धृतिः शौचम्
द्रोहो नातिमानिता
अद्रोहो नातिमानिता
भवन्ति सम्पदन् दैवीम्
भवन्ति सम्पदं दैवीम्
अभिजातस्य भारत
अभिजातस्य भारत
From today, we are going to start 16th chapter, Deva Asura Sampatta Vibhaga Yoga. The name of this chapter is Deva Sampatti. Divine virtues, Asura means Asushuramate iti Asuraha. One who revels only in the enjoyment of senses are called Asura. Vibhaga means distinction, Yoga means chapter. So Devasura Sampatti Yoga. Sampatti means inner quality. Really speaking, Sampatti is wealth, but there are two types of wealth, external as well as internal. So here the Sampatti is the wealth, but inner wealth, one is divine and one is Asura, which is not good. And only up to 3 verses Bhagavan will narrate it. Only Devi Sampat, and after third verses, Bhagwan will start from fourth. Ul Asura Sampat. Today I was counting, so Abhayam Sattva Sanshuddhihi Gnana Yoga Vyavastitaha Danaha Damaha Yagnaha Swadhyayah Tapaha Arjavam Ahimsa Satyam Akrodha Atyagah Shanti Apaishunam Daya Bhuteshu Aloluptvam Mardavam Rihi Achapalam Tejah Kshama Dhrutihi Shaucham Adrohah Na Atimanita. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 and 26. So total 26 inner Devi wealth. So good wealth is described by Lord Krishna up to third verses. So today we are going to start first one. So Shankaracharya has given very brief bhashyam before the first verse. So he said, Devi Asuri Rakshashi cha iti praninam prakrutayah. Prakriti means inner disposition, nature of the people, praninam. Praninam prakrutayah. The nature of this being, and particularly human being, two type. One is called Devi, and another three here is said Asuri, Rakshasi. Asuri, it is given as a fiendish, and Rakshasi is called demonical. This type of Prakriti, nature, available for people who are not good, and Devi, one who is good nature. Praninam Prakrutayah Navme Adhyaye Suchitaha. Bhagavan has described Suchitaha, has mentioned in 9th chapter. So who are these? So that's why I have shown here. This is the 9th chapter, 12th verse, 9th chapter, 13th verse. So in 9th chapter, Bhagavan says, Moga Asha, Moga Karmanah, Moga Gnanaha, Vichetasah, Rakshasim, Asurim cha eva, Prakrutim Mohini Shritaha. So in 9th chapter, Bhagavan has mentioned there are Prakriti, means nature of the people, which are Rakshasim and Asurim, and they are Mohinim Shritaha. They are given to delusion only. And what are the quality? So Moga Asha, vain hopes, Moga Karmanaha, so fruitless action, Moga Gnanaha, means useless knowledge, Vichetasaha, deluded mind. This type of Prakriti, this type of mind, to whom Rakshasim and Asuri. This Bhagavan has mentioned this Rakshasi and Asuri in 12th, and in 13th verse, Mahatmanaha tu mam partha devim prakrutim ashritaha bhajanti ananya manasaha gnatva bhutadim avyayam. Tu means whereas there are the other people, Mahatmanaha. They are Mahatma, good people, and Devim Prakrutim Ashritaha. They are resorted to good qualities, Devi Prakriti, and Bhajanti, they seek me with Ananya Manasa. Always consider I am not separate from Ishvara. They seek me, and why they are seeking Ishvara? So he says, Avyayam Bhutadim Gnatva. So knowing Gnatva, this Tva, having known or knowing I am imperishable, without any change, Bhutadim, all five. So I am Avyayam for all beings, or Bhutadi we can take as Pancha Mahabhuta. Having known me, they always seek me. So only in 12th and 13th verse, Bhagavan has given the brief explanation of Devi Sampat and Asuri Sampat. So that's why Shankaracharya says, Tasam Vistarena Pradarsanaya, to show them in detail. So Tasam, both of them, Vistarena Pradarsanaya, to show them in detail. Abhayam Sattva Sanshuddhihi iti adihi adhyayah arabhyate. So this chapter is begun with Abhayam Sattva Sanshuddhi. So he says this chapter is begun with Abhayam Sattva Sanshuddhihi. This chapter is begun. And what is the quality of this Devi and Asur Sampat? So the Shankaracharya says, Tatra Sansara Mokshaya Devi Prakritihi and Nibandhanaya Asuri Rakshashicha. Tatra Tasmin Vishaya, in that quality, in this Vishaya subject matter, Devi Prakriti, the good qualities of the mind, good values in the mind, Samsara Mokshaya, for the liberation from samsara. And always remember, samsara is not, we never born in this world, but samsara, according to Gita, is available in our mind. When sometime we are upset, we are disturbed, we say have jealousy, we have anger, all are the qualities of samsara which are available in our mind. But a person who is having Devi Prakriti, it is such people are liberated from samsara, means they have such mind only. Their mind becomes, sensible. And Asuri Rakshasi Nibandhanaya. This another quality which is Asuri and demonical. This type of quality is for the sake of the bondage. People are more and more bound in this samsara. And what we have to do, Shankaracharya says, Devya Adanaya Pradarshanam Kriyate. Why this Pradarshanam, these all qualities have been shown? So says, Devya Adanaya. One have to take up Devi Prakriti and Itarayoho. Another two, means Asuri and Rakshasi, Parivarjanaya. In order to give up, these both Prakritis are shown. And Bhagavan will tell at the end of the chapter, if person are having this Asuri and Rakshasi, what will happen to them? So better we give up this Prakriti and we have own up. Really speaking, this is our own nature. Devi Prakriti is our own nature, Adana. We take up this good qualities, Devi Prakriti, divine qualities. They translate it as the divine. And what are the divine qualities? So Bhagavan has mentioned in the first verse, Abhayam first, Sattva Sanshuddhihi is second, Gnana Yoga Vyavasthitihi is the third, Danam fourth, Damaha fifth, Yagnaha sixth, Swadhyayah seven, Tapaha eighth, and Arjavam 9. So in first verse only Bhagavan has narrated total 9 virtues. Among this, first one is called Abhayam. The meaning of Abhayam means freedom from fear. Fearlessness is called Abhayam. And how we can have developed this fearlessness? It is given in Taittiriya Upanishada, Dvaitat Bhayam Bhavati. Whenever we look at the word is in plurality, so always comparison is possible. Comparison, and because of the comparison, we have jealousy. Because of the comparison, we have sometimes depression. So all are because of Dvaitam. Then how we have to look upon this word? So I have just written here. So fear comes from insecurities. And insecurities comes because of this Dvaita, this plurality. And this, because of the plurality, this comparison gives the complexes like superiority complex and inferiority complex. These complexes are also because of this fear only. Because of fear, we start thinking people will always put down me, and it's developed inferiority complex. And how can these people show, and how can these people can put me down? Then we develop superiority complex. But both complex because of bhayam only. And how can we come out from this fear? So it is if we have self-knowledge, then no problem. But if a stepping stone, says karma yogi. If you live a life of karma yogi, one who lives a life of karma yoga, whatever happening, it is in my life is the Ishwarasya prasadam, and whatever I have to perform, this of my responsibility is nothing but it is the offering of Ishvara, then no personal like and dislike, and less like and dislike personal, then less bhayam. And more thing I have written here, more recognition of Ishvara. More and more we recognize Ishvara in our life, less fear in the life. Otherwise, always we feel insecurity. This is called abhayam. Another is called sattva sanshuddhi. The meaning is purification of mind. Really speaking, the meaning of sattva is the mind, and sanshuddhi is called purification. The purification of mind is called sattva sanshuddhi. And same, abhayam, I always remember Pujya Swamiji. He says these all qualities are noodles, like a noodles. We can't eat one single noodles. Always bunch come. Same way, if we start to live a life of abhayam, sattva sanshuddhi is the outcome. So both are, is like together. So abhayam means there is no any type of fear. We live a life of karma yoga. We have more and more Ishvara in our life. Then naturally our mind will be pure. That's why sattva shanti is the purification of mind. Gnana yoga vyavasthitihi. Vyavasthitihi means which is a steadiness in Gnana Yoga. And what is the meaning of Gnana Yoga? So I have written here Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam. Listening to Shastra, reflect on Shastra, and contemplate on Shastra. The combination of these three are called Gnana Yoga Vyavasthitihi. Danam means charity. One should be always have the open mind, good heart for charity. We will see in detail when Bhashyam will come. Damaha, restraint of our senses, both our organs of action as well as the sense organ. This is called Damaha. Yagnaha, it's called nowadays performing rituals, we are not doing much rituals, but even they say the life of karma yoga is also one yagna. It is given in 3rd chapter. Bhagavan says the meaning of yagna means offering in the fire is called yagna. Here in karma yoga, each and every action we are just offering to Ishvara. So our understanding, everything is Ishvara, is like a fire, and we are offering whatever we are performing karma, from getting up early in the morning up to the sleep. Even they say if we are cleaning our teeth, if we are washing our bathroom and everything, if we consider I am offering to Ishvara. It's become a yagna. So nowadays performing rituals is not possible every day. But Karma Yoga lifestyle is called Yagnaha. Swadhyayah. The meaning of Swadhyaya is given recitation because Gnana Yoga has come to Swadhyayah, recitation of mantra. Even whatever we have studied during the Shravanam, we recite. Parayanam, is called Swadhyaya, repetition. Gita, if we do every day chapter chanting, is called Swadhyaya. Upanishad chanting, Rudram chanting are called Swadhyaya, recitation. Tapaha is called austerity. Tapaha, I can self-disciplined life. It's called tapaha. And last is called Arjavam. Arjavam means alignment of our mind, our speech, and our action in one line is called Arjavam. In Gujarati, generally we say Arjavam means Rujuta. They say Ruju. And generally we take Ruju is like a delicate. But in Sanskritam, Arjavam means alignment of thoughts, words, and whatever did is called Arjavam. Shankaracharya has given all the explanation of each word beautifully in very short. So first, Abhayam, this is the first, and he has given the synonyms Abhiruta. So it is a very often quoted one Subhashitam. So how we can have Abhayam? That Bhartuhari in Vairagya Shatam, he says Abhayam comes through Vairagyam only. And he has mentioned Bhartuhari in every field is nothing but always Vayam. So it is very famous verse by Bhartuhari. So it is called, he says, Bhoge Rogabhayam. So when too much of enjoyment, then it is the fear of we may get sick because too much watching the TV or computer or mobile, Rogabhayam. Then he says, Kule Chitibhayam. If you are from good lineage, then always a fear of downfall. People are ready to make you fall. Like that's why Raghukula Riti Sada Chali Ai. Because in Rama, he was in good lineage. If he doesn't follow the rule and if he doesn't go to the forest, then it's called Chitibhayam. So when you are come for good lineage, people are ready to make you put down. Vitte Drupalat Bhayam. Vitte, if you have too much money, then Drupalat Bhayam. It is a fear of the king. But nowadays, income tax, nowadays, because of there are too much taxes, Vitte Drupalat Bhayam. Mane, if you have too much respect, Dainya Bhayam. The meaning of Dainya means they are fear of humiliation. People are ready to again put you down. There are too much respect. There are always some people are there to make a fun of you. So Mane Dainya Bhayam. Bale Ripu Bhayam. If you have strength in the terms of even financially, if you have strength in the terms of your kingdom, then Ripubhayam. There are many enemies are there. Mane Ripubhayam. Rupe Krutalat Bhayam. Rupe Jarayaha Bhayam. If you are beautiful, then always afraid of old age, aging. People don't like to get age. That's why all parlors are available, no? Puja Swamiji used to tell us, we should welcome our wrinkles. This is a very his sentence. He says we should welcome the wrinkles. Rupe means in beauty, jarayaha bhaya. If you are scholar, so he says Shastre Vadi Bhayam. If you are scholar, then there is the people Vadi Bhayam. Vadi means they always have opponents. Like Shankaracharya ji has Vada Bhiksha. So it is called Vadi Bhayam. Gune Khala Bhayam. If you are good, virtuous people, Khala Bhayam. There are the people who wicked people who always like to again put you down. Gune Ripubhayam. This is the story of, we can say, Harishchandra. King Harishchandra, he faced lot of trouble because of his good quality. Gune Ripubhayam Kale Krutantat Bhayam. Kaye, if you have body, if we are born, then we have fear of the Yamadharma Raja. Somebody has given his son name is Krutant. Somebody has come and has given. We should not give name like such Krutanta. The main Kruthanta is Yamaraja. Krutantat Bhayam. And then in last, our Bhartuhari says, Sarva Vastu Bhayanvitam Bhuvi. In this earth, each and everything is endowed with fear only. For whom? Nrunam, for the people, Vairagyam eva abhayam. If you have pure understanding, Vairagya means you know the value of this each and everything. It's called Vairagya. Vairagya is not orange cloth. Vairagya doesn't mean to run away from the samsara, but Vairagya means one who has the real meaning of the samsara, one who has ragam, over attachment, was gone from his mind. It is abhayameva. That's why otherwise we always have the quality of fears. That's why first quality is abhayam. Second, sattva sanshuddhi. The sattva sanshuddhi, Shankaracharya says, sattvasya meaning is antakaranasya. Our inner instrument, our mind. And it is some vyahvareshu, while dealing with the people, during the transaction with the people, is a parivarjanam, avoiding. Parivarjanam is avoiding of whom? What? This is parivanchana, maya, and anrutadi. Paravanchanam, fraud. Maya, we trick the people to hide something, maya, anrutadi, to speak untruth, falsehood. Parivarjanam, avoiding all this, we are dealing with other people. And our vyahvar, so our dealing, our transaction with people is shuddha bhavena, total honest. We always honest are called sattva sanshuddhi. Then we need not to remember anything inside. If our dealing with people is clean, there is a transparent. Even I say shuddha bhavena is a transparent. Then we never remember and we need not to remember anything. And sometimes always is a fraud and trickery. Then we have to remember with whom we have to done what. But if shuddha bhavena, there is even, that's why I says this abhayam and sattva sanshuddhi goes together. If mind is pure, there is a less bhayam. Sattva sanshuddhi abhayam. Gnana yoga vyavasthitihi. So Shankaracharya has given gnana meaning separately and yoga meaning also separate. So he says gnanam, the meaning is shastratah acharyatah cha atmadi padarthanam avagamah. Avagamah means knowledge. of whom there are many things regarding Atmadi. So Atmadi, we can take Atma is a consciousness also. Atma, we can take our body mind sense complex is called Atma. Even everything in Vedanta is because Adi means etc. So we are always try to understand what is giving in Shastra. It is not giving only Atmagnan, but there are other things also. That's why they put Atmadi. In Taittiriya Upanishad, if we check, so in first portion is the Shikshavali, it is not Atmagnana. Even last portion, Bhruguvali, is not Atmagnana, but Upasana is there. So everything are called knowledge of this different type of thing which is given to assimilate Atma. We have studied from Acharyatah, from our teacher, and teacher is speaking one's own self, so he says no, teacher is speaking from scriptures. So Shastratah Acharyatah Atmadi Padarthanam Avagamaha is called Gnanam. This is the meaning of Gnanam. Then what is the meaning of Yogam? So then is start another. Avagatanam Indriyadi Upasamharena Ekagrataya Atmasamvedyata Apadanam Yoga. So whatever we have understood, Avagatana, so whatever we have understood, that everything we have to put in our life. So he says, whatever we are listening, Indriyadi Upasamharena, withdrawing of our senses, while listening Ekagrataya, with total concentration, Atma Samvedya. The meaning of Swa Atma Samvedyata means one's own personal experience. If Shastra says Ishavasyamidam Sarvam is over, only one Ishavasyamidam Sarvam, everything is nothing but is pervaded by Ishvara. Sentence is over, but Swa Atma Samvedyata means we try to put this knowledge in our day-to-day life. This is called our personal experience. With all people, we try to see, oh, this is Ishvara. Then Apadana. To take this type of vision, this is called Yoga. So Gnanam, we understand from teacher, and Yoga, we try to put in our day-to-day life. This is called Gnana Yoga. Gnana Yoga. And then another word he has used is called Vyavasthitihi. Vyavasthitihi is called Vyavasthanam. So meaning is given steadfastness. We should be, whatever we understood, we have to steadfastness and tat nishtata, total commitment to this teaching. This is not only a brain exercise, really speaking. Nowadays Vedanta also become academic. But this tanishtata, commitment, and whatever we have studied, we should be steadfastness. Is Esha Pradhana Devi Satviki Sampat. Esha means this, Pradhana is the main, prior, Devi means Devi, Satviki Sampat means inner wealth. This is very important according to Shankaracharya ji, Gnana Yoga Vyavasthiti. And Shankaracharya again he is mentioned because he is more serious about this Gnana Yoga Vyavasthiti. Yatra cha yesham adhikrutanam ya prakrutihi sambhavati sa satviki sa uchyate. So ya prakrutihi, this nature, sambhavati, possible for whom? Adhikrutana, for qualified people. Yesham, for whom? Qualified. A people who are qualified for such prakriti, for such nature, this is called sattviki prakriti. Sometimes we say this people is very sattvic. So one who has this type of qualification, we can say these people are sattvic by nature. And another they have given more. What is the meaning of danam? So he says, yatha shakti danam, yatha shakti samvibhagah, yatha shakti, whatever our capacity. Samvibhagah means the distribution of whom anna adina, distribution of food, distribution of, I used to say danam, we can take whatever we have, we should the share with other society. Danam may be skill, we are skillful in different type of area. This our skill, if we have money. Now here we are running this Sandhya Gurukulam. Many teachers are coming. So some are, they teach their maths, some teach some language. So this is called dana. And the best dana one can give is the time. Sometimes we call, they say, we don't have time. Because these people are coming to that area premises where Sandhya Gurukulam is coming, they can come and they can give their time and they teach, are called the best charity. And even lastly says, people even cannot smile. Even to give a good smile, no, it is called danam. So everything is called danam. But Shankaracharya started from annadina. And what is, it will come, but in 18th chapter, this we will see, yagna dana tapak karmam natyajam karyam eva tat. Bhagavan will say in 18th chapter, 5th verse, natyajam, karma should not be given up. In which karma? He says yagna, dana, tapah. Yagna, you can say, is a life of karma yoga. Danam means charity, and tapaha means austerity or disciplined life. Karyam natyajyam. These three karma one should not given up. Natyajyam. Like kartavyam, same way is a tyajyam, to be done, should not be given up. Karyam evatad. This meaning of karyam and kartavyam both is one and same. I always say there are three pratyas in Sanskritam. Tavya. Another is aniya. And last one is called yat. Tavya, kartavya. Aniya, karaniya. And here yat means karya. Meaning is to be done. The meaning is the same. That's why here says karyam evatat. This karyam, yat, it to be done only. And why Bhagavan is giving so much emphasis in this three karma? So he says yagnaha danam tapaha manishinam pavanani. These three karmas always purified our mind. Pavanani manishinam. Manishinam means a person who has proper discrimination. So this discriminative people, for such, their mind will be purified. That's why three. And here everything is mentioned. Yagna also will come. Danam is called tapaha. All are considered as Devi Sampat also. So I have written one Subhashitam, there are many Subhashitam available. And I love this Subhashitam. So it says, Danena Bhutani Vashi Bhavanti. If you do charity, then people will come under control. People will follow you. Karana is the main. It is a story yesterday only I read of Karna. So in this earth, who is the best charity? Who has done best charity? The name is called Karna. So one day Yudhishthira was asking to Lord Krishna, why you are always praising Karna? Yudhishthira said, I am also doing charity only, and Karna also does charity. Then why you are always praising Karna? So Krishna didn't give the answer. But after 2 days, Krishna has taken a form of Brahmana. And in form of Brahmana, he went to Yudhishthira. And he told Yudhishthira, I am some Veda Shakha's Brahmana and I cook my food in Chandan, sandalwood wood only, not Yagna. I am cooking my food in sandalwood wood. And nowadays rainy season is there, so I don't have any sandalwood. So you please offer me some sandalwood so I can cook my food. So Yudhishthir also tried to find out is in Chandanam is available sandalwood, but everybody says because all are soaked because too much rain it is not possible. So Yudhishthir says to Brahmana, I am sorry, but there is no single wood is available here in this. So I can offer you. So Brahmana says okay. With Brahmana, Arjuna is also there. Then same Krishna went to Karna and he asked same thing. Can you give me some sandalwood, pieces of sandalwood I would like to cook? Karna has also tried to find out, but he didn't get any piece of sandalwood. Then he has taken his bow and arrow. And when he was leaving, his door is made up of sandalwood. He has broken his door. He cut the door into pieces and he gives to Brahmana. This is called Karna. Even compared to Yudhishthira, he is the best charity. He is given the charity. So this Danena Bhutani Vashibhavanti. Because of the charity, all people is under the Vashibhavati, under control. Danena Vairani api. Even enemies. Danena Vairani Nashamyanti. When you do much charity, you don't have any enemies. Nashamyanti. Destruction of the enemies because of the danam. Paraha api bandhutvam upeti, not bhupeti, here upeti. Danehi. Paraha api. Even unknown people, because of the charity, becomes your like a relative. Bandhu is relative. And danam hi sarve vyasanani hanti. Here the meaning of vyasanani means problems. Danam will remove all your problems. That's why one should do always charity. This is the importance of danam. So even they say, I have heard from Paramarthananji, I don't know much, but Paramarthananji said if you do danam, then our possessiveness will go. Even we are possessive of this body also. Lastly, he says we are possessive of a body. We like our sthula sharira too much, but we have to keep on telling to ourselves, even this body is given to gift to us. So we have to try to danam in mentality, because everything will go. That's why danam means yatha shakti samvipaka. Then damaha. Damaha means bahyakarananam upashamaha. Bahyakarananam upashamaha. Bahyakaranam is called our 5 senses and 5 organs of actions. It's called bahyakaranam because it's always outside. In our body, our gross body, 5 senses, their door, our eyes are always external, Even 5 organs of actions are external. It's called damaha. But Anta Shankaracharya is given without even given in the shloka. He says Antakaranasya upashamam. This shanti is called shamaha. So if our mind is upashamam, so to restrain of these 5 senses, 5 plus 5 is called damaha, but the restraint of our mind is called upashamaha. Here is withdrawal is called 5 senses are called damaha. And we know in sadhan chatushtaya sampatti shamadamadish shatak sampatti damaha also come and upashamaha also come. Without shamadama, listening cannot be proper. That's why shamadamaha always give too much emphasis. Today, if you check, I have kept Pujya Swamiji's how to control our anger. So how to, that's I have put in our group. It's called Damaha. That's why I have kept Bahya Karana Nam Upashama. Yagnascha. Yagnaha, Shankaracharya has given, there are 2 types of yagna, Shrautaha, Smartaha. What is given in Shruti means in Veda, all karmas are called Shrauta karma. And what are given in Smruti? Smruti means we can say 18 Puranas are called, even Mahabharata, Ramayana are called Smruti Grantha. So there are many yagnas are mentioned in Smruti also and Shruti also. So in Shruti is called Shrauta Karma. Shankaracharya is given one example like Agnihotra Karma are called Shrauta Karma. Even Somayaga, many Ashwamegha we cannot able to even do, but all are called Shrauta Karma. Smarta Karma, small some karma, yaga is called Deva Yagnadi. We are doing for even Ganpati Yaga. No? We every do in Anaikati, they always Ganpati Homam is called Smartha. Even Rudram is called Smartha. Many. But here I used to say we cannot do every day, sacrifice fire, but we can do everyday Karma Yoga. So Karma Yoga is also considered as a yaga only. The best yagna, Yagnena eva Vishnu, is given in somewhere. Yagnaha eva Vishnu. So Yagnam eva Vishnu. And we know Vishnu is equal to Vyapakat Vishnu. One who is all pervading is called Vishnu. And if we are offering our karma to this all pervading Ishvara is also called Yagna only. That's why if you now go and check again Karma Yoga, Shankaracharya says Yagnam is equal to Karma Yoga. Because Yagna means Swaha, Swaha, Swaha. We are offering. So if we are cleaning our even room, we can say Swaha. This cleaning, our cleaning karma, I am offering to Ishvara. Even we are thinking some good, we are offering to Ishvara. So all 3 levels, at mental, even at speech, and even at our physical body level, whatever we perform, everything offering to Ishvara is called Yagna for Kali Yuga. For every yuga, but particularly for Kali Yuga. Swadhyaya. So what is the meaning of Swadhyaya? So Shankaracharya has given Rugvedadi Adhyayanam. So Rugveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Adhyayanam, recitation, study. For whom? So Shankaracharya has written, not for Atmagnanam, but he says Adrishta Artham. Punya is called Adrushtam. Papa is called Adrushtam. But we never does anything for Papa. So for the sake of the Punya, there are study of Rigveda, because everything is mentioned. If you live a life like this, then you will earn more Punya. You will earn more Punya. That's why even recitation, Parayanam, gives the Punya. And we use Punya for what? We are using Punya for purification of mind. We are not using punya to go Iswarga. We are not using a punya for a good life here also. But for a people who is always mumukshu or jignasu, they need punya for the purification of mind. That's why swadhyaya. Tapaha means discipline life. Shankaracharya says, Vakshamanam Shariradi. Vakshamanam is will be told in 17th chapter. This all discipline. So I've just mentioned because already 7:30 we will see next time. This is called Shariram Tapa. This is called Vangmayam Tapa. And this is called Manasam Tapa. This all discipline at physical level, austerity is word level, and at mind level. That's why he says it is available in 17th chapter, 14, 15 and 16. This is called Vakshamanam. It will be told. It is a future tense. Shariradi, because this is the Sharir, Vangmay Tapa. So we will see next time, but here right not. And Arjavam is straightforwardness at all the three levels. At mind, it says what you think, so you speak. What you speak, you do. This is called Arjavam. Generally, people think differently, people speak differently, people do differently. But alignment of all three is called Arjava. But more we will see next time. Any question?
Swamiji, Rujuta in Gujarati means Arjava?
No, Rujuta is very soft. This person is very delicate.
Yes.
Softness, delicate.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called Ruju. But in Sanskritam, Ruju is totally different. In I don't know what you call it, Tamil. Ruju. Do you have Ruju word?
Mrudu.
Yeah, Mrudu we have. But
Yeah, Mrudu. We call it Mrudu.
Yeah. Mrudu. Mrudu is also delicate, no?
Delicate, yes.
Same Ruju is also in Gujarati, same delicate. This girl is very Ruju. Please handle carefully. We say Ruju. But here is totally Rujuhu Bhavaha. Rujoho Bhavaha Arjava. The meaning of Ruju is same, straightforward in all three levels. Arjava.
And Swaminiji, you said that Tavya, Aniya and Yat Pratyaya.
Yeah.
Tavya is to be done.
Yeah.
But Aniya and Yat is what?
All meaning is same.
To be done.
Yeah, to be done only. If in in Gujarati also sometimes we say karyam means I have to do this something. But karyam and kartavyam both are one and same according to Sanskrit grammar. So karaniyam, kartavyam and karyam meaning is same, to be done.
Okay.
It's why it's three pratyayam. Okay? Purnamada?
Yes.
Purnamada Purnamidam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti Shanti शांति।
Hari
हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।